Yo, what's happening, everybody? Oh, forgot to turn that off. Hope everybody's doing well. One year of successful, I guess you would say, live streaming. Glad to see all of you here tonight. First in the chat, 2 yards, always a pleasure. And Brant himself, 1 year of creating on YouTube. Congrats, my brother. Uh-oh, Ubi's got a sick kiddo. Hope all is well. TSA in the house. What's up, brother? Always a pleasure. Johnny 3 Bar. How we doing? Steve Reeser. What's up? Always a pleasure to see you. Lovely hang the other night with Ben Coombs. John Dotson. What's up, man? Will Red. How we doing? Robbie F. Good to see you, my friend. Not quite the millionth. I was surprised I didn't get any people jumping in the comment section before when I posted that, just as a little joke. Vinny's World, what's up, man? Good to see you. Mike Hennessy, how we doing, sir? CD Nelson in the house. Scrolling on through. Everybody saying hello to everybody. Greasy Monkey Guitars, what's up, man? Always a pleasure. Timothy Richards, hey, brother. Hope all is well. Robert Cron, what's up, man? How we doing? Hey, David, good to see you. Thank you. 1 year of live streaming. Brother Herb, what's up, man? Always a pleasure. Thank you, Snug. Appreciate that so much. So I gotta ask now that I find, do you go by Cucumber, CMBR, or what's the deal? Because I know everybody, when they see you in all the live streams, they always see you. It's always channel member, Cucumber, or. So I want to be at least get it right. If everybody else is getting it wrong, let me know. Warheart Arts, what's up, brother? Always a pleasure. DMAC, what's up, man? Hey, Jeremy, what's up, man? Always a pleasure. That was a pretty quick and easy one to get through tonight. Sure, why not? So the world may never know. Alrighty, so I do apologize for anybody that did see the video that I uploaded this morning. I had an issue with it. I actually couldn't, for whatever reason, share it. And I don't know if it's actually my computer that's messed up, but I was trying to share it with Locato since it was sponsored. So I was able to re-upload it, and then I could, I didn't fire off the email yet, but at least tried to share it to see if it would work. So I redid it. So if you did watch it, I do apologize if you had any comments in there. Just leave the comments. If you want to watch it again, please. But it's nothing really crazy, but always the technical issues with YouTube. I think it's sorry. I think it's something to do with my computer because I got a free ad blocker installed on my computer somehow. I don't know. I didn't even sign up for it, so I'm probably being hacked right now. But the I was able to find the certificate and delete it, but for some reason it still comes up. It blocks Google. It says Google is a untrusted site, and anything on YouTube I do, whenever I try to watch a video, it loads, but then I have to refresh. And Roy was trying to help me out the other day. And I guess I got getting on a phone call with Steve Gunner or someone like that to see if we can get it sorted out. But for whatever reason, just can't get it. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate that, man. Try to make it fun. Maybe someday I might start actually playing on these things, and then everybody won't tune in anymore. So, all Dave, all night. What's up, man? Good to see you. Yeah, it does go by quick. I can't believe we're actually now a year and 6 months, I think, officially of doing YouTube, because I think we started doing 6 months into we started doing live streams. Tim the Tooth, what's up, brother? Always a pleasure. Steve Cassidy, what's up, man? Good to see you. Which reminds me, I wanted to open up this one. Posts. That one. Special shout out. The problem too is I had to switch the search engine to a different search engine so that I could still do stuff. So now all my passwords or whatever are, it's been a nightmare trying to get this whole thing sorted out. But share this. I was doing a little homework on the first live stream, and would like a special thank you to the people here that you might have seen in the post. Neil Martin, one of our first, very kind of missed Neil. He in Australia, kind of moved back into the woods, so he's not really too active anymore. But was one of the first ones that really started talking to a lot. Snug, Steve Cassidy, TSA, 3J Music, Trey Shreddings, Libtan. Hope I'm saying that right. I haven't seen them in a while, but and Ashley from Fretboard Diaries were in the chat that night, which was pretty awesome to go back and see that. It's a good thing when you remember to save the chat replays for because you got to turn that on every time I was able to see. And at that time, the chats were not as heavy. Gonna stop sharing that screen and then share this one over here. Here's some of the analytics from that night. It's like a walk down memory lane. 49 views, 7.4 watch hours, and made a whole 2 shekels out of that live stream. And that's probably from people that just like inadvertently watched it, because at that time we weren't monetized yet. To compare to nowadays, which shows you why I can never keep up on the chat. I pulled up the stop share. Now share this one. There we go. Over here, we went from 94 comments to our highest, which was, I think, last week. No, it wasn't actually even. That is 1,007 messages. 1,731 messages on our 46th live stream. And you can see from here all the way down. So we went from, in less than a year, from 94 messages in chat to These are all the chat messages from either live streams, or some of them are actually, when you get down to the bottom, are from premieres. So I thought a lot of that was interesting as far as how much we've come along. And then where was the first live? Had all these screens pulled up, and now they're trying to find them. Let's see, stop share. Now we share this one. The comment section from that night. It's a lot more heftier now, but we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 comments. I remember Dave Dexterity pops in every once in a while. It's a great channel too. Hasn't been posted in a while, but hopefully does soon. I mentioned something about because I used to do like a content like creator like tip of the week thing type of thing, and it was more about like subscribing to channels, and like I made a comment about like you know, if you subscribe to too many knitting channels, then it's going to screw up your algorithm or whatever. I forgot the whole context of it, but that was what that was all about. Obviously Neil was always in there, and then good thing I didn't take Cal's advice on pumping the brakes on live streams. But yeah, I get a sea of live streams, but tons of opinions out there. You do you, man. Hey, this must be Ted. You do you, man. And then Snug. It's pretty crazy to see all the people that were, you know, been there for. Not that all of you aren't great anyway, but the diehards. How many licks does it take to? I don't. The world will. If you watch my channel, you'll never know. I don't even know at this point if you'll know what 10,000 subscribers is like with this channel, but still having fun. That's all right. Tom F, what's up, man? I got you a virtual gift. It's a week supply of emails sending allowance gift card. It allows you to send emails with the USA. I feel like I'm constantly emailing between creators and brands and stuff like that. You would think that I was like a major shill or something like that, but yo, what's up, man? Good to see you. Scrolling on through. Hey, Jay Guitars, what's up, man? See, and when I do things like that, that's how I get backed up in the chat. Because now, the great thing about EV Mux, it tells me I'm 7 minutes behind. Digging that new Jackson Pro. Nice. Cool. Yo, Tyler Durden, what's up, man? What's a shekel worth these days? Yeah. I guess 2 cents for your 2 cents for 30 minutes. Well, it was actually, I think that, so that was another thing. The live streams then were an hour and 14 minutes. Because, and that was with I mean, obviously there was 10 people in attendance, but I had so many different, the funny clip of the week, unboxings, poll of the week, the fire, I used to do a fire term of the week. So if you want to learn any fire terms, I think like the first 5 of them, I think I might have had fire terms there, and then started had to try thin out the comment. So I was trying to keep it under an hour, and now just thinned out even more, just trying to keep out 2. Just literally got it from order an hour and a half ago. It looks great and sounds awesome, but I'll order an EQ pedal. Nice. Thank you, man, so much.
I'm dealing with fools and trolls.
So yeah, is this one? I can't find anything information on it. If this one is the limited edition one, we gave that one away to Keith Melendez, and I like that pedal. I don't know if I would buy it again though if it wasn't for the fact that it was the limited edition, because I think I have like stuff that kind of fits the distortion needs, but I probably will eventually. I know they Sweetwater already sold out of them, but I don't think that they're limited anymore. I think it was just the polka dot one. Will needs won't let you. I didn't know you needed 50. I thought you had to have a certain amount of excuse me, sorry. Sorry. Just watch hours. I didn't think it was based on there you go. Cool. I didn't actually even know you didn't have a wrench, so drop your link in the chat there, and someone at least get the man up so he can start streaming. Since there's a flood of streamers out there. Hey, Ryan Hall, what's up, man? Good to see you. But since I don't do the creator tip anymore, I'll just say this: don't do live streams in supplement of content, because YouTube treats those things different. I know you probably heard that before, but if you think that you're gonna, do a video once every month and you're gonna live stream every day, that it's gonna push your content. Again, YouTube doesn't care about live streams. If you want, there's a video in my channel that talks all about that, highlighting some really good channels that live stream. Yo, Birdman, what's up, man? Good to see you. Hey, Mitch, what's up, brother? Thank you so much. I caught a little bit of the show last Friday. I popped in and I didn't want to say anything because I wasn't going to be there too long. Yeah, well, I mean, live streaming for a year, and we've only missed technically 2 days, when the family was in 2 weeks ago, and Christmas. So this is the 51st, I guess, live stream. Not really the 52nd. Or that'd be 53, right? I don't know. I don't math well. No worries, Mike. I'm just behind in the chat anyway, so you're right on time. Yeah, that's why I didn't know if it was. I mean, I didn't look to do it until like this. I think we celebrated 500 subs. I think that's when we started to do the live thing. What is it, 60 cycle? Yeah. Hey, Ted, what's up, brother? Good to see you. I did some live shows in my youth, but left some behind. Nice. Any reason was that from when I was doing the share thing with the screen, right? Because you shouldn't be on should be on a big box now, or the huge is this. Hey, 13 Souls. What's up, brother? I think you were there pretty much from the beginning too. Not you weren't there that live stream that night, I don't think, but cool. All caught up. That's amazing. Let's get stuck behind. So I actually had. This is a good quick little story too for all the content creators out there that'll wave your fist in anger because this will happen to you one day. I'm sorry, it will. But I was filming Sunday, and I filmed like two things, and I'm like, you know what? Let me break it up, and I stopped and I started again so that because I could film some other stuff. And whatever app I use is Final Cut Pro or Final Cut Camera app on my phone to do on my video. I had got a message on the phone when I just finished and clicked on the message instead of hitting stop record and lost an hour's worth of footage. So I had to film an hour's worth of footage again. So that is always fun. So things like that, or not turning on your mic, or thinking that you hit record, but you actually were recording. And so then when you hit that button again, you stopped and then you start doing your whole spiel for an hour. And then you go back and you see that the camera's ready and waiting for you. And then on top of it being that the camera was on because you were in a camera app, now you got to charge your phone again because it's dead from sitting there for an hour of you talking to nothing. Yeah, those are all fun things. So, but yeah. So you seen the Lakato thing went up today because I just wanted to get that out there. There's a whole mess with that getting sent to me, got lost, and then they sent it to me again. So that was supposed to be like a month ago. So I can't decide whether I'm gonna do for Saturday the either two things: the pedal board of hate, which I don't want to reveal too much about what's on there, but you probably could guess from if you were here from last week's live stream. Or I have that small little GP5 Vailton thing that is a pretty neat little pedal, and definitely not the last video you'll see about that because I got a lot of stuff coming in that I want to keep kind of secret on that one. And or I haven't even done anything with the fabric top, but I talked about where we're up to that so far. But that one's I need some time to scrape the binding and all that stuff, so I doubt that'll be up. So that might be things that are coming up on for Saturday. And then what else did I film that week? Oh yeah, the Firefly acoustic. That might be Saturday. That could be a good one. Yeah, that might be Saturday. That's a quick one though. So I like to have the Saturday ones be longer so that you guys could sit there and chat because I feel like that's like a good secondary type of meeting and hanging out for everybody because one thing that could actually hurt your video is if you just throw out a premiere and nobody shows up to it. Like you shouldn't just. They say you shouldn't just do a premiere for the sake of doing a premiere because then, like, YouTube kind of treats it a little bit differently, and if only 4 people show up, it kind of like kills your metrics a little bit. Not that I'm actually really even giving a crap about metrics anymore. I was telling Roy the other night, I was like, I'm done. He goes, I've heard this before, you're done. I'm like, no, not that I'm done with YouTube. I'm just done, like, just gonna post stuff and it's gonna be like, throw it up, like, really just, I like the want the reach because I feel like that the reach helps people make good decisions and hopefully it doesn't fall into. I'm not looking to go viral. I don't care if a video gets 20,000 views or if it gets 20 views. Hopefully they're 20 quality views. That was like my main reason behind doing the boss plug out video was, and so far I think it's me, Scott Wharton, and Ola are the only three that I've seen so far that are saying pump the brakes, it's not that bad. Show us on the pedal where it hurt you. But yeah, so catch up in the chat. Sorry if I missed anybody. I started to go a little bit, try to stop it before it. Oh, that's even the worst. Yeah. I actually did that. I forgot which deep dive I did that where, after I get done, the guitar is usually in, not that I take the neck off, but it's like in it could be in pieces. And I'm like, I never got the playing part done. So now I got to put a fresh new pair of strings on it just to do a play. I mean, obviously I'm going to put strings back on it anyway, but there he is. What's up, Steve? Hope all is well. Hey, Guitar Bob. What time is it? It's Steve time. We don't need, yeah. I've actually seen that a couple of times. I'm like, you know what? Like, to me, that is like, I mean, things could happen sometimes, but I've seen it quite a few times sometimes. And that's just like, it's like rude. It's like throwing a party and then not opening the door for people. I mean, the whole reason behind the premiere is to have that communication with your peeps. Emily does too. I gotta check. I definitely know I did not get a notification. I actually send her like instant, not creepily. I don't have notifications turned on for her. Yeah, I like her stuff. Yeah, yeah. Emily Get Offset is a really great down to earth person. Usually, obviously, we chat with her in 60 Cycle Hum, but like occasionally, like she'll post on something on Instagram. Threads. Threads is a good place to, and we just. But I just realized I didn't have notifications turned on for her because I missed one of the pedals she did last week that I really wanted to see too. Hey, Mark Spurgeon, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Yo, nice. Cool. All right. So let me throw this up. So it's kind of like an unboxing, but not really, coming up on the channel here. I think I mentioned it last week, but the courtesy of CD Nelson, this Pocket Master right here, duplicated. So head on over to the Discord. There's like a way to do like a giveaway thing on there, and I figured it'd be a good, fun way to make it like an exclusive thing. So scan that, go in there, go to Discord. There's a little hoops you have to jump through. You just have to acknowledge that you've read the rules. So there should be 2 green buttons, I believe, you click on to acknowledge the rules, then to go over and type a quick introduction, and then you should get as much access to that, unless you have the Patreon tiers, then you get a little bit more access. But this won't be locked behind a paywall Patreon page. So they might still be on sale if you want to grab one, but we'll be giving one of these away on that thing. I don't know. See, maybe if I could do it for like a month. I don't know the time frame that you could do for it. So thank you, man, so much. I appreciate you popping in this late at night.
You know, I got tiger blood, man.
Steve Cassidy, he's got tiger blood. Yeah, try to put up that again too if anybody needs the link to Discord. I think there's actually probably a link down below too, or in any of my videos. Just click that and you can follow to Discord, sign up, and so it'll be in the this really isn't a pedal, so it'll be in the AV club probably, where you can find that giveaway entry when I actually do it, which then kind of leads into I mean, if you haven't seen one of these, get a little protector on the knobby knob over here. A little clip for the back so you can put it on a strap. And that's it, Jack. So a lot of these look like they have the same type of I guess you would say, not plugins, but all of the models. They look very similar. The blocks look the same, like and we'll see, because we're gonna probably do a shootout with this, the JP5, the GP5 Valentin. The Tonex really kind of doesn't do the same thing, but sort of does. That's more amps and overdrives, I believe. And then this little bad boy here for a good measure. But it seems like it's a pretty good little desktop thing. You can plug headphones into it, or you can plug out, put it on a board. Has patches and stuff like that. And might also, with the plans that I have for the JP5 with the secret videos coming out, I'm going to try to see if it works for this too. And since we're on a Sonic Cake kick, I thought that I was actually going to be the newsbreaker on this one, but I guess you got to wake up really early in the morning to beat Average Joe on the jump. But Sonic Cake makes guitars now. So when I checked the shipping on the Pocket Masters, because I think Chris put it in the Discord about a week ago, they weren't showing up. Like, so I thought that maybe it might have been like a scam. So I went on over to the Amazon website to see if the price was the same, and I would have just canceled the what you call it, the order on it. and would have ordered it through Amazon. So when I went over there, I just didn't look up Pocket Master. I just put in Sonic Cake. And at that time, I'm trying to be ginger about this. I'll tell you why in a minute. Cutting towards myself, it's always a bad thing. I just put in Sonic, and I saw this guitar. Budget guitar, I think it's like $139. Johnny Budget Guitar Show already demoed it, so even later to that game, the didn't even actually look at the specs, so I can't really tell you for sure. But from watching, I just watched Johnny's really quickly. It's not really a matte, but it's also not a gloss. Purple heartwood fretboard, a birch wood neck, Paulownia body, and a switch that's bent. Not cool. Oh man, thank you. So it's probably a flat radius. It feels like it's not like a 9.5 or anything like that. Probably a 10 or a 12. Typical, usual kind of like dryish type feeling, but a slim neck. And let's see, give you some close-ups of it. So I'm going to try to demo this quick because in celebration of 1 year of subs, of live streams, I'm going to give this away tonight before even doing a demo of it. So I don't know if it's a turd or if it's a good guitar, but it's for free, so it's for you. So follow that link below. It's North America only, as always. Anybody outside of North America, if you would like to enter, it is going to be whatever you have to pay for in the exorbitant shipping costs, and we'll have to figure out those evil words, everything everybody's talking about. But it's actually pretty light compared to most of the other budget guitars. The other budget guitars are pretty on point, but let's see. Could at least see one. I'm sure there's probably more. I mean, so it's at least, yeah, good thing I could see one here. So it's at least a 3-piece body. You got a truss wheel adjustment right here, truss rod right there. So let's check that. Ooh. Knobs are they're pretty buttery, not actually all that bad. It'll be amazing that if something like Sonic Cake could actually pull off a guitar, but I usually don't have too high hopes of people that do multiple things. Like, you really should stick to one thing instead of guitars and effects. Stick to effects, but you never know. Also, too, I forgot, if you are on the Guitar Patreon, you should hopefully know by now, you don't have to fill out that form. You are always entered into the wonderfulness of guitar giveaways on this channel. So this is like an extra shout out to them, but to show that you are on the wheel already. On the wheel. Thank you so much, brother.
To alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
We have David Leslie, Steve Gunner, Randall Miller, Rob F, 13 Souls, Chris Jameson, Marcel LeBlanc, Timothy the Tooth, Jeremy Laura, Brian Phelps, Sam Witzel, Tom F, David Chesnoff, Brant Yeager, Casey Lee, Edward R. Nugent Jr., Chris Nelson, and Marcia T. So hopefully you all that are here did not fill out that form, and anybody that is not here, you may win a guitar. If anybody needs the QR code, I could put that up there too. But so yeah, so why did I do that? I didn't add nothing. Stupid computer is very buggy. Oh. Thank you, brother.
Alcohol is bad.
No, it ain't. Speaking of alcohol, I should have got some whiskey for tonight, or bourbon, but this finally came in too. Head on over to the merch store. Check it out. Searchingfortone.com. So easy. Rolls right off the tongue. We don't need no stinking rules. And it's rechargeable, so you can take a... Yeah, it's pretty cool that it's like that. That's what's weird, cool about the JP5 too, is you can plug headphones into a pedal and it works. Thank you, brother, so much.
Tell me likey. Tell me want wingy.
Not yet, but you may, because you're entered. Well, Joe only announced it, I think. I don't think he got it yet. I mean, he may get the video up before I do, but Johnny Budget Guitar Show dropped it today. Hey, Jim, what's up, brother? Missed your shout out before from being one of the first ones in the chat in the first live stream ever. Pocket Master and Sparko. It's a pretty good combination right there. I'm sure you're long gone TSA, but hope everything is going well. I mean, that's what you do. For a 1 year anniversary, you get Sonic Cake. So you can get a Pocket Master. You can head on over to Discord with that guitar by filling out that link. I think they did, or they are going to. Is it them? I'm confusing with something. I don't remember. Everybody saying hello, goodbyes, hellos, and goodbyes. I don't know if everybody's making the same guitars. There's quite a few that probably come from the same factory, and you could just tell by the feel and really the headstock these days, like who's coming from the same factories and who's, like. But I would say that's probably the weight of it is probably the same as Donner, but not Firefly. I don't know why. The EV Mux, it shows that I posted that link 3 times, but Sorry for spamming you on my live stream. Squire Mustang, the same color. Yeah, I mean, I like surf green, and I think that the someday Pinnacle Strat, whatever company I get it from, it'll be a surf green one because that's the last Strat I need. And then it's closing up. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you for your patronage.
I believe you're already on. I know I've seen you in the Fret Knot one, and I believe you're on our Discord. People have been tagging you. A free guitar is a free guitar. Exactly. I bought enough Sonic Cake pedals. Hey, Sonic. Yeah, unfortunately, it's just about being in the right place at the right time, I guess. I'll answer again because the Sonic, I probably already did, but the Sonic Cake Pocket Master, I haven't put it up yet, but it's going to be like a giveaway on there. Like there's some sort of giveaway generator that you can do on there. I've never done it before, so I figured test it out. So, and as far as I know, it can't be fixed. So, does the winner get to send it to Ted to sort out the neck? I mean, hopefully, it doesn't need too much work. Yeah, it kind of does now that you mention it. I was trying to place where the headstock was because that's always when I start looking at budget guitars. That's the first place I look is does it look similar than another guitar? Because if they're similar, it means that it's probably coming from the same place and they're just shaving off a little bit. It's like that Vicer's guitar, the first one that we gave away. I'm almost convinced that that's the same as a Bullfighter. And I never got a Bullfighter to actually compare it to, but yeah, more actually. Don't they have one that has like built-in effects and it's like $700, I think? Or is that the wrong company I'm thinking of? I think it's like called like CKS or something like that. No, you don't double your chances. We just put you on screen and then everybody calls you a cheater for putting your name in twice. No, no post yet. I was announcing it tonight, so I don't want to put it out there before. Yeah, it'll be figuring out how to do it and be putting it up in the AV section. I didn't enter the names yet on from the form yet for that's for the guitar for tonight. Those are the Patreons, which might as well give them their shout out now. Right here, the wonderful people. I gotta actually make this now into the individual tiers that they're in because it's getting so big that getting down now. So we're gonna have to do this multiple pages. But we have Brant Yeager, Casey Lee, David Chesnoff, the Umi, Sam Witzel, Tim the Tooth, Marsha T, 13 Souls, Chris Jameson, Chris Nelson, David Leslie, Rob F, Steve Gunner, Tom F, Marcel LeBlanc, Silent Unit, Keith Melendez, Vinny's World, Brother Edward R. Nugent, Strings and Pucks, Brian Phelps, and Grandpa Joe. So the reason why you see names on the wheel already is because some of these are in the guitar or the guitar and pedal Patreon. So they are always entered into any guitar that we give away, including their own special ones outside of or inside just the Patreon, because actually we could even show off for anybody that was worrying about the latest guitar that we bought. It is still in the mix. I'm being super gentle with this one now because I have to do the demo on this one. It's been sitting here forever. But this is the one that Marcel had chosen. So the gem is still available. So keep on paying that Patreon. There he is. What's up, brother?
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
It's a beautiful guitar. And unfortunately, I didn't get to do the demo of it yet, but I'm going to try to. I won't be able to get it done tomorrow because it services all day. And the wife works the next day, which is actually her birthday. I think I forgot something for the 13th, but try to get it done. If I don't get it done at a certain point, then it's just going out to you. So, but yeah. So that's why you didn't see some of your names up there. But they will be getting on eventually. I have to do cut and paste and all that stuff like that. And from our wonderful donations from last week, Roy Gaber ×2, C.D. Nelson, and Eddie Fisher, we are $432 away from giving away the Green Reaper. So it could make somebody very happy, probably in year 2026, but that's why we try to do the $300 limit on the Hey, Brian, what's up, man? Good to see you. Hope all is well. Let me see. Yep, the names will go up when yeah, it's been really cool. I mean, definitely fun. And actually have some questions to answer about that too. Hi, Brunken, what's up? Good to see you. I mean, most of the guitars are in the good ones, at least, too. Yeah, Paulownia is, I believe, how you say it, Paulownia. Yo, there he is. What's up, Jace? Good to see you. Yeah, I think there's a link. Hopefully there's a link in the description of this video. If not in all the other videos in the Discord, it should take you there. Can't be fixed. Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, unless you can hack the Discord, we'll see. Pocket Master, is that like a Tenga? Did you just do it today? 'Cause I just checked like a couple minutes ago and I didn't see anybody signed up there, but if you did, appreciate that. Thank you so much. There you go. You could possibly win a gem and a Green Reaper. Thank you. Hey, Grandpa Joe. Hope all is well. I think you probably made the wise decision out of all the lot there. It was tough. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff. Chris is leaving, so don't spin the wheel. Where'd Chris go? Hey, Patrick Chites, what's up, brother? You don't have to worry about me leaving. I actually too, I have not heard anything yet, so I don't think I have to send it back. So I already took the neck off and I boxed off that TWT neck. So I'm gonna send it over to you so you can have do some content and see if you can fix it. It's yours to keep, unless they for some reason look for it back. I don't think they're going to, but it should be good to see if you could make it so it'll never snap again. Let's see, we've got 27 responses so far. Open up the form. Sorry about that. Thing. Come on. Escape. Just checking before I... Got a couple of doubles we got to get. So... I should put on some music while I do this, but just have to delete some inadvertent double namers on here. Sorry, let's see. Probably because thought you didn't do it right, but I think we got everybody here. There we go, Command C. So let's see, we'll get after Marsha T. So added to the wheel, if you don't hear your name, I'm going to post a link again in a little bit, fill it out. We have Will Red, Tyler Durden, Timothy Richards, Ted Talks Guitars, Tampa Fletch, Steve Reeser, Ryan Hall, Robert Crum, Money H2O, Metal Guru, Mark Spurgeon, Malachi Samuel, John Dotson, Jade Guitars, Heil Brunken, Guitar Bob, Goats on the Roof, Casey Lee, Burnt Relic, Brian Phelps, Birdman 316, BCG 5150, 3J Music, 2 Yards, and at Timmy 70. Isn't that Tim the Toot though? You should already be on. Oh no, sorry, that's Timothy Richards. Too many Tims. Used to be too many Brians, now it's too many Tims. Just kidding, guys. So yeah, if grab that form again. If you didn't hear your name, chuck it in there again real quick. Boom. So it may not go out right away because I gotta at least do the demo of it, and I don't know when it's gonna go, but I wanted to give away something tonight, so Oh, hey, what's up, man? Good to see you. Fill out the link if you're still here if you want a Sonic Cake guitar. And head on over to the Discord. We're going to be giving out the Sonic Pocket Master. Oh, did I put you in twice? I didn't even think I... Oh, yep. No worries, man. You're always entered. You were always entered as long as you were Shill alert, the Patreon over there. If anybody did want to get into that, the kind folks there help support the extra stuff. What? It's right. Sorry, just so you popped in before. This lovely Sonic Cake guitar. I thought it would have been good because it was, cake. What you do on anniversaries and birthdays, cake. So I figured that, and because we're doing the Pocket Master, if you head on over to the Discord. So I just got to do the demo first because it came in tonight. But I thought it was being slick and going to be one of the first ones to jump on it. But I mean, all in all, it doesn't look too bad actually. I think it's probably. I think it's cheaper than the Squier debut, and if it sounds better, then I would say that this is a much better fine than the Squier debut, because it's like a little bit better. I don't know. Can't really see too well, but I'm feeling like there's like some scuffs in here. I don't know, but I'll consult with the winner and see. I'll send them pictures if they want me to try to return it, and if something like that. I mean, something like that would never bother me. But I can't tell if the lighting's bad in here. Let's see. It's like it might just be something that just needs to be rubbed out. That sounded really bad. But yeah, that's the guitar we're giving away tonight. Nothing crazy, but it's out of my own pocket, so. Get rid of that stupid banner thing there. If you want to check out any of the other cool socials out there, forget that X thing. I'm not really using that anymore, but get into the comments over here. Oh, nice. Very cool. You know what? I haven't got that stretch yet in because it's still the new version of it is still being produced, they say. Because I actually reached out to them yesterday because I said I've been waiting to do the EQ pedal, waiting to have the guitar to do it with that, and they said that it actually isn't made yet. So comparatively, the Stritch that I had before that went to Muddy H2O, excuse me, this feels better. The fretboard was drier on the Stritch. The strings were horrible. I believe I replaced them though on that, but they were like the cheapest strings on it. The body felt not as good as that. This feels a little bit more substantial than that Stritch. I mean, the Stritch was a great product in all for a beginner to see if they like guitar. It came with an amp too and all stuff like that. And I think even at that time it was like only 100. No, it was 145 for that entire package. So you got a good amount of stuff for it. So it was a great beginner guitar. This still is not like a Firefly or anything like that, but it's free. You were in the original because you're in the super awesome Patreon age thing, so you never have to worry about hearing your name. I'm trying to take down this stupid banner thing. Catching up. That would be really cool. That's really awesome of you. Hopefully it answered that. You might be on there twice. Yeah, I think I deleted the name on there. Oh, is it? Oh, oh yeah, you're right. You are. Sorry about that. I didn't catch it because the one was Timothy Richards and then at Timmy70. So just get rid of that. No worries. No foul play involved. No worries. Just you'll see it. It'll probably be either later tonight or I'm going to set it for at least a week. Hopefully, I think I can do. It's going to be at least some sort of time frame on setting the giveaway. But it'll just be something you have to go to the AV Club in our Discord and just enter it. And I think it's just like a. It takes a little bit of a learning curve. That's why I'm going to try to set it for as up to a month, but as long as I possibly can. So if it's only a week, it's only a week. But I should have probably looked to see how long you can do it for. So if I could figure out Discord, I know everybody thinks that like because you have this cool little thing right here and all these banners come up. Most of my production is through this actual program itself. I am actually not really all that smart. I still can't get my Google to work, so. Ribs in the smoker, nice. Well, that was actually the original like idea of when we first started the super chat, super thanks giveaway thing was that we were supposed to do was that eventually when we paid off the guitar through super chats, each super chat was supposed to be an entry into that guitar. So it was kind of like whoever contributed to it, it would be an entry. And every entry was counted as one. So if you spent $1 or $2, I think is the minimum, it was an entry. And if you spent $20, it was an entry because I know everybody has different, like monetary issues and stuff like that. So to me, an entry was an entry. And then I found out eventually that you're not allowed to do that on YouTube. That's against like their guidelines. So I thought it was fair that way that people were contributing, to it and got an equal share for what they contributed. But nonetheless, it's still a great way to get gear into people's hands. Yeah, you're not allowed to drive metrics and things like that, like, subscribe, share, all that stuff like that. Like you can't say, give me 50 likes and cool. So with that, we have if anybody doesn't know, in the Patreon is also has a free part. You could just sign up as a free member. It doesn't get you entered into any giveaways or anything like that, but it's a good way for notifications because YouTube sucks at notifications. But also every Monday or Tuesday, I try to post a thing for to ask questions so that if you do, because sometimes I do miss things on in the chat. So it was just have some questions if you want it to be answered. Dylan Talks Tone does that too. So I totally ripped him off with that idea. So if you want, head on over to the Patreon and sign up for free too as well. But this week's questions, some of them are kind of the same and some of them are kind of not. And I didn't really look at them too long. I just got them posted in right before the live stream started. So I think like I'm kind of coming up with the answers right now too. So I guess it's kind of good too to kind of be off the cuff. So 13 Souls asks, and I don't know if this is any particular order. Hey Brian, of all the guitars and gear that have come through your views, which would you choose as your favorite setup? Guitar, amp, and pedals. I haven't gotten to the Synergy stuff yet, but the only amp that I have personally got in since we started, other than the small 4-bow ones, was the Fender Princeton, and I guess you could throw the Zombie, the Joyo little tiny head in there, because that's not really the same as those budget ones. So obviously the Fender Princeton Reverb is going to be my favorite. And then my favorite guitar. So I'll give two answers. Reviewed. Favorite guitar that I've reviewed is gonna be tough. You know, I should have looked at these things before I should have said not reviewed, because I have a lot of guitars I haven't reviewed, which is crying shame. I'm going to actually say your guitar is probably the favorite guitar that the slash Epiphone Les Paul was probably my favorite. Not reviewed is tied the Texas Toast thin line Strat and the Dark Knight Telly. I've used it in reviews, but I have not actually done a review of it yet. And I know people hate on Three Saddle Bridges, but this thing, yeah. If I didn't have too many Strats already, I would consider actually the brother of it. But also, they make like the entire line, so I guess I could get an offset, like a Mustang or a Jaguar or something like that. So now pedal-wise, the Embers, the LPD pedal Embers, the Mostortion, which is a very early on video that got messed up. There was like a whole part of me talking to Tom Hanks on the beach. Like one of my first really like hardcore attempts at editing. So the Mostortion is another one. I'm trying to think. I do have a lot of pedals to do too. I was on such a good roll, and then we got a dog. Oh, the Frazzdazzler, the Dr. Scientist Frazzdazzler too. That's a good question. Michael Kraus, what gear most surprised you, and which? That's a good question. Man, I really should have. Um, what gear most surprised you? I'll do two parts because the first one's easy. It gives me time to think more. That surprised me about the most amount of hate was obviously the Boss plug out pedal. That surprised me on the most amount of hate. But what surprised me the most? Man, I'm gonna have to do these questions in 2 weeks in advance. You guys have really, really good questions. Hmm. I think it might be. It could possibly be. It's a tough one. I'm thinking. I hate to say the Mastortion again, but the Mastortion was a really good pedal. The Warm Audio Centavo actually was a pretty good surprise. The Behringer, and I don't know if that was because it was shrouded around in like that. Is it going to be the lawsuit pedal of the year? And so yeah, I think that was actually surprisingly good for the price too, because it was. I think when I got it, it was only $69. What most disappointed you? Gear wise, what most disappointed me? I think actually the Aero Band, because I didn't know any better. If I had actually done like more, so like I just came back into like even like watching guitar YouTube probably like a year ago, so it wasn't really on my radar, and I actually thought that the Aero Band was gonna be a good product. Silly me, not actually looking into it, but that's how like I knew too that like they were kind of right in a way what they did, because they were selling it as a, because even when I was in communication with Aeroband, I'm like, yeah, this just looks like a really good learning product, and to me it's totally not. I think it's good for somebody like anybody in this room that probably has enough knowledge about guitar. You can know what you're doing wrong on it and still be fun, but not for $500. So, all right. Over the last year, which of the guitars you have acquired is your favorite to play? And what is your favorite new gear? Favorite guitar to play? I am actually, I don't know if it's because it's like a total reversal of what it was, is the, I would say the T's where we took out the single coils and put the pearly gates in it and totally redid the neck, or we stained it and changed the color of it, and it definitely, it feels like a different neck now too and everything. I think just the look and the change of that alone. I put string joys on it, so string joys bring you joy too. So I think that is my current favorite to play. Although I go back to the Jackson, with the Floyd in it, because it's a completely different type of feeling neck that I'm used to. I had one years ago, and I didn't like flat necks, and I didn't like thin necks. And when I pick it up now, I almost feel like I could be a shredder. So I think the difference of it, I think that might actually kind of override it. Because usually when I do sit down to practice, I always grab the Jackson for like the last 5 minutes of practicing, which is like once a year maybe. Steve Gunner says, when is Brian going to grow a beard? When the wife divorces me. She's not a big fan of the facial hair. When I got hurt one time at work and I was out for like almost 2 months, I grew a goatee. And she's like, you're going back to work now, right? So you can shave that thing off your face. I'm like, you didn't like it? She goes, no. I'm like, you could have said something. But yeah, actually, before I got on the fire department, I used to have a goatee. Even when I was a volunteer firefighter, I could make a seal, but the paid fire department, that was not happening. So whenever, got hurt a couple of times. So when I did the one time, I grew it out. She didn't like it, so that's not happening. Jeremy Lara, there are parts of this year that surprise you most and you enjoy them. And conversely, are there things you didn't quite love? So things... So I think, I mean, obviously doing this, I really enjoy. I mean, I think it's crazy that there's 50 people here right now. At least that's, well, now we're down to 59. Someone left. And then we're just all commiserating and chatting and talking and stuff like that. So I was surprised. I mean, obviously from a year, we've grown 5 times the size, which is pretty amazing in live streams. There was 10. Someone just left now too, out of spite, right? They'll be back in a minute because now we're down to 48. Now everybody's going to be like, it's instead of a mass raid, it's going to be a mass leave. Yeah, so I mean that's what actually surprises me the most. And what did I not love? So I think that I would say, I mean, it probably isn't due to live streaming, but just like an overall more knowledge of things. You kind of start to find out that like some people aren't as genuine as they come out to be, and some of the creators out there aren't really actually doing the right thing. And it's not even the big guys. So I feel like I've kind of like followed some people and then like found out that like, like you like I always hate when you find out somebody is, like two-faced or a scumbag or, like, not in things for like out for themselves type of thing. Because I've always been accused of like overly thinking, like seeing the good of people, and being too trusting, I guess. So like, I think like I've come across like a couple of like, and people have like sent me like emails like, hey, like watch out for that. And it's like, thank you. I mean, so yeah, thank you. So yeah, so I mean that's the one thing that I think that kind of really got me was like, and then also like the opposite of that is what infuriates me sometimes is that some people are accused of being that way and they're totally not, like, like even like the whole shill factor and stuff like that. And it's just like, but that's personal people's opinions, and like again, that doesn't really matter. And then the last one, if you had to do all over again, would you? So I don't know if that's YouTube or a live streaming. So a live streaming, I mean, obviously you have to do both. So if I would I do live streaming? Yes, I would definitely do live streaming again because I would like to make it better. I would like actually, if I did get something, not that I'm gonna be playing for 3 hours or playing even like Trey or anything like that, but like when I do an unboxing, I would like to have it routed out so I could just play a little bit, but you know, maybe like a 3 minute thing or a 5 minute thing like Steve Cassidy does. Would I do YouTube again is another question. And I don't know, actually. It's definitely been fun for me. It's definitely been something that has kept me sane. And I could have easily just gone back to, you know, working in retail or something like that. And definitely have invested a crap ton of money in this, and not in the hopes of ever making it big. Just like I like the fact of giving back to people and doing things like this. So I feel like if I couldn't do that, then I wouldn't be doing YouTube, and that could change in like 10 years if maybe my work is doing better as far as like the quality of what I do, and that helps people more than just giving them free stuff. But financially, I would not do it again because that is definitely something that is going to take a couple years to pay off. But I mean, I guess the only disadvantage too now is that I think next year too it's dropping even more. So right now, if you are looking to sell gear, get on all major platforms. You have up to $2,500, I believe, before they issue you a 1099. So if you're all looking to get, so like if I were to liquidate everything tomorrow, I would get taxed on. So I would have paid tax to buy stuff, and then I'll get to liquidate it. So, but yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't think I don't think I would change anything. I don't think I would have not shelled out now probably close to 20 grand for stuff because it's been fun, and I might be able to get back half of what I put into it. So, but really good questions. Hopefully, you guys head on over to Patreon next week, and it'll always be a post that week. So, hopefully, nobody's going into the ones after. I do get notifications if anybody posts on anything anyway. So, but jump back into the chat now that we're 20 minutes behind. CD Tran, yeah, it was a couple there. I could see that totally. Three Saddles are my favorite. Yeah, I mean, especially now the days too, them being so compensated so well that the intonation really is not all that bad. That could be. I mean, I like Klons, so it could be that you just don't like Klons. I feel like that was more responsive than a traditional one. Also, it had bass boost in it too. I have twin 3-tone Swimbers, American Professional 2, nice. I'm the only one that hates them. I missed that. What? Yeah, oh, three, yes, three saddle guy, yeah. I like these ones too because they're like rounded and they're kind of smooth too. So let's see, switch on that. I have always loved pedals more than effects routings, and through helixes I've had Digitech RP7, I've had the Flatsons KMF, whatever that thingy was, the Helix now, the Boss GT1000. I had that one. I didn't have it here. I had it in New York, and I think sold it when moved into my second apartment. I just like the ability to have different types of pedals that are there. I mean, just first of all, just collecting pedals. I feel like it's like the sports cards of guitar, and with modeling and everything like that, it's probably going to go away. But I like the interchangeability of them. I like to see them. I like to see the actual buttons, turn them if I need to, and not have to go into presets and all stuff like that. And it's budget pedal chap's fault that I got an ES8 on the way. So this is a good actually hint for anybody. If you ever look on something for reverb, I don't know if many people know this or not. If you're looking at something on reverb, before you pull the trigger on it, watch it. There's a button you can actually, it says watch or like or whatever like that. It's a heart, I believe it's a heart shape. Does that heart shape? Does that do anything? Nope. Either that or I can't just make a heart. There's a function on reverb, and I've seen it before. I've never done it from my sales, that they could send you a special offer for if it waits a certain amount of days or something like that, or I think, or just after a while. So I got I think it's $120 off the ES8, which is still pretty expensive, but I was always thinking that the looper routing thing with the gig rig was really the only way to go, because all the I seen like EHX, and I believe I don't know if Carl Martin does routing, but the EHX, there was another one that you could make patches, but it was all in order. The ES8 allows you to totally reroute everything. So that was the thing where I was talking about, where I was having the issue of where was I going to put the EQ pedal in the mix and everything like that, and the Boss plug out. So now with the ES8, I could just slap them on a board and I could totally route them however I want. So that is like a total game changer for me. And the ES8 also has MIDI in it. So if you ever get MIDI stuff, even the Marshall has MIDI switching for the channels, so that's like a total thing. So yeah, and I don't think that pedals will actually really ever die, because I think that there's still going to be people out there that love them. I think that it's going to be like guitar companies, where some of the smaller ones are going to go by the wayside, because it's going to be like the old reliables that always make great stuff, JHS, Wampler, Keeley, and then you might have your niche outsider ones, and then it's almost might even be, I think, like something where it might be like where you might have like regional pedals. Like there's like 4 or 5 North Carolina pedals builders out there that they might survive in this area because of that, type of thing. But yeah. So yeah, to answer the long answer to your short question is, yeah, pedals. Even the Helix really was my way of getting the digitals for eventually doing reviews, because I still can't really grasp the plug-in thing, and that's just so much easier. So the gear that surprised me the most is the Pocket Master. It disappointed me the most is my hands. I really will gonna be interested in doing the shootout, because like I said, whenever you see those same like little blocks that they look all the same and they all have the same, like, I know like delay, the easiest way to abbreviate is DLY, but for whatever reason, whenever you look at a, I mean, obviously when you look at the Donner silver box and Leo James and the MVAVE, they make the box with the two toggle buttons on it. They're probably really all the same, and I don't know if the factories just like give like I think even NUX makes one. Like, I don't know if they give the NUX a better chipset or not, but and that's how they make them sound better, or if they're all completely identical. See, I like things for different reasons. Like, that's going to make you play differently. Like, it's going to be a little bit different of your picking. And that was actually the premise of my, I didn't even want to make a 2-hour long video on, if you see them, what it looks like for dummies and stuff like that, is that a lot of people don't realize that they might be fighting a guitar sometimes because they're fighting the specs that they don't understand, that they might not like. Or they might not be understanding why a certain guitar makes you play a certain way. But that's what I like about having a whole bunch of different ones. Yeah, I always have a tough time with looper pedals. The new version of the is it the Ditto Looper? Oh, thank you so much, man. I'll have to get down to that when I catch up 18 minutes later in the chat, but 5 memberships. This is awesome. Appreciate it, man.
Holy Santa Claus shit.
So the new version of the Ditto Looper has a way of compensating for, like, like if you're not perfectly on time starting it and then stopping it, like, it eliminates that small, it compensates for it and gets you on beat, on time. CD looper pedal or something. Will, send me an email. I'll dig out my, I don't think I have it out. Let me check real quick. Ugh. No, I don't have it out. I gotta find it somewhere. I have a, I did a demo of it a while back. A Ditto, not a Ditto looper, a Stritch looper. I'll send it to you. So you can start using it on your live streams when everybody else goes and subscribes to his channel. But I have a Ditto looper, and some of these other things have loopers in them, so it's obviously not something that I would probably put on. I mean, I might use it for like a demo board or something like that, but I'll send that to you. So hit me, send me your email, and I'll send that out to you. And if you're wondering what it is, you can just go scroll back a couple months and see it. It's a white pedal, single knob. I think it has 3 loops. It was I think up to 30 minutes each. I never was able to figure out how to. You can beam in stuff too. So I think you can like load in drum tracks and stuff like that. So yeah, send me an email and I'll ship that off to you. Yeah, that's why I always wanted an Ibanez too, and you guys had me buy the Ibanez. Yo, Keith, what's up, man? If you haven't seen, there should be a link up above. We're giving away a Surf Green Sonic Cake Stratocaster tonight. So I haven't shaved off my goatee since I was in she probably would think that you're a burglar. Being accused of being a cheater. Yeah, I mean, I still, to me, I say I have 100% track record on shipping, because the only guitar I ever shipped that, or gave away, I wasn't the shipper of. So okay, Brian hates YouTube. Hate the player, not the game, right? Yeah, no, Roy's not here probably right now. That was just his question. Donner DST, new or used? That seems like a. Hey, Tim. No problem, man. I'm probably already long gone, so. Hey, Zach. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Just trying to catch up in the chat before I throw the link up again. Yeah, I actually, um, they have. Are they routable? I didn't look to see if they were routable. I actually reached out to Joyo since I started partnering with them, and I guess they might be discontinuing or having issues with their stocking. At least their switcher, but it's not routable. But I was like, you know what? If I'm going to build one with the ES8 already, I was like, hey, I'm going to be building the board anyway around this thing, but I could at least do it on your product first to do another demo of it. And I forgot what the answer was, but an Ubi starter kit, white T-shirt, fake Santa beard, just in time for Halloween. You could do a contest. A an Ubi dressed like Ubi for Halloween contest. I feel like the small builders will be okay. The medium ones will get hurt. Yeah, I think that is the one that's gonna get like, and I don't know what you would consider like medium builder, but trying to think of what brand. I don't even know what brands I would consider in that medium range. Because like sometimes I think that they might be like just like a medium brand, and they might be like like bigger. Like even like some of the North Carolina ones, they might be medium brands, but I think that they would only probably survive around here. Like probably some of you don't even know about like Humanoid Effects. If you've seen Scott Warren, Guitarnivore, he did a pedal, like a pop-up pedal show probably about 7 months ago. It was all North Carolina pedals. And some of them Carolina pedals I've heard of, but I don't think I've ever heard of Humanoid Effects. But they might be like a middle one that I think would close, but possibly maybe just stay locally. But yeah, I think the big ones would, and then the smaller ones would, because they would be like the ones that didn't have a storefront, a shop, staff, possibly. Like I think Doctor Scientist out of Canada, I think it's just the two of them. So like that's something, and I don't know. I don't even know if it's. I think it's out of. I don't think he has a shop or anything, but and here we go. We got to Vinny's world again. We'll give him his.
The Force will be with you, always.
And we have Andy Mullaney. How'd that work? Vinny gifted himself. Leonard King. Snug. And Brother Herb. Thank you so much. Again, Vinny, appreciate that. Yeah, I don't think I've ever really had that problem. And I know people do, so I know it's a common problem. It's probably just the way that I play, and I might be playing it wrong too. But I don't think I've ever really had an issue with. Sport the ball, need 20 years for a goatee. Oh, Vinny's already gone. Appreciate that, man. Well, you definitely need, I would say, a good amp. Like, no matter what, the sound needs to be coming out is good. So, how long is the looper two in the pocket? I know one of the things has like a small looper, like 10 seconds, like nothing big at all. And I don't know if that's the Pocket Master or something else. Some of them could be a real pain, and then some of them are just single, you know, push a button, stop a button. Sorry, just scrolling through. You think humanoid would? I don't know. I mean, are they so like honestly? I haven't tried any of their stuff yet, but I didn't even know about them until Scott did that interview. Yeah, I would think Caroline's kind of medium, but I think that they would because of where they are, just like it's not a huge music scene, but they're in the Raleigh-ish type of area, I believe. So I feel like that they might have a small chance of saving it, but Humanoid I didn't think was really all that. Yeah, like things like Cosmodio would survive. I think Fuzzimp would too. Often hit the. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't think I've ever hit the volume knob on any of my strats. The axe, it's his. Is it? I'm not sure what that was, but yeah. So let me check to see if we got any more entries in. So we got a couple more. Make sure. Command C. Oy. is it? There we go. Throw that up there. Add to the scene. Yeah, Fuzzim, I believe, is just the one guy that I've only seen in Instagrams, chatting away in 60 Cycle and the 60/40 podcast. It seems like it does a decent amount of, and I don't know, like, if it's just that it seems like I think Jones done stuff from him, Pedal Playhouse, obviously Ryan. So I don't know if it's his reach has been creator wise because it's just that, or but I think he probably do okay. Stretch would only have one volume, one tone. So let me got sidetracked here. Copy the link again. So if anybody's not on this form, make sure you fill out this. Here we go. That is the form for the wheel over here tonight. On the wheel, we have David Leslie, Steve Gunner, Randall F., Randall Miller, Rob F., 13 Souls, Chris Jameson, Marcel LeBlanc, Timothy Yu, The Tooth, Strings and Pucks, aka Jeremy Laura, Brian Phelps, Sam Wetzel, Tom F., David Chesnoff, Brant Yeager, Casey Lee, Edward R. Nugent, Chris Nelson, Marsha T. Those are all the Patreons. And then we have Will Red, Tyler Durden, Timothy Richards, Ted Talks to Guitars, Tampa Fletch, Steve Reeser, Ryan Hall, Robert Cron, Muddy H2O, Metal Guru, Mark Spurgeon, Malachi Samuel, John Dotson, Jade Guitars, Heil Brunken, Guitar Bob, Goats on the Roof, Burnt Relic, Brian Phelps, Birdman 316, BCG 5150 Guitars, 3J Music, 2 Yards, Albert OG, and Greasy Monkey. So if your name was not called out, you want to be on the list. Again, it's North America. If you're across the pond, anywhere else, anything like that, if you want to pay the shipping, you can. The only caveat to this is that we have to do the review at first. So it's just that I wanted to give away something on the 1-year anniversary over here of live streaming. So that's why it is being given away tonight. And if anything happens, we'll to it in the viewing or taping, we'll do something to make up for it. So let's see, we have the just joined, whereas Keith, Nella Yema, and Wicked Fester. We'll do a last call since we're about 5 minutes away from ending this thing, and head on over to the Under the Bus Network at 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock, we got the Bald Shredder. We're just talking about bald people, and I completely blanked on the Bald Shredder's name. If someone misses entry, they can be blank or blank green. Thank you, Keith. Appreciate it, man. Look at that. We share so many things. We share a birthday. You share a anniversary of your marriage and the birth of this live stream. That is the birth of your union, the birth of our union. Wow. Happy anniversary, man. Yep. 5 years on the good one for me. So, if anybody else want in? Anybody else filling out the form as we speak and I don't know about it? I'm going to run off the names one more time. This is where I get the sore throat for the night. So we have David Leslie, Steve Gunner, Randall Miller, Rob F., 13 Souls, Chris Jameson, Marcelo Blums, Timothy the Tooth, Jimmy Lara, Jeremy Lar. I keep on trying to do it so fast I mess up Strings of Buck's name. Brian Phelps, Sam Witzel, Tom F., David Chesnoff, Brant Yeager, Casey Lee, Edward R. Nugent Jr., Chris Nelson, Marsha T. All the Patreons. So if you didn't see them here, they've been here all the time. Then we have Will Red, Tyler Duran, Timothy Richards, Ted Talks Guitars, Tampa Fletch, Steve Reeser, Ryan Hall, Robert Crum, Muddy H2O, Metal Guru, Mark Spurgeon, Malachi Samuel, John Dotson, Jay Guitar, Hale Brunken, Guitar Bob, Goats on the Roof, Burnt Relic, Brian Phelps, Birdman 316, BCG 5150, 3J Music, 2 Yards, Albert OG, Greasy Monkey, For the Love of Guitars, Keith Melendez, Nella Yama, and Wicked Fester. So I don't see anybody saying they are not on here. We're coming close to the end. There are 2 blank spots. Ah, there you go. Thank you, sir. Let's see how we can get rid of them. Why are there blank spots? Let's see, where are they after? That's at the end. That's not cool. Let's see if I shuffle it. Does it get rid of the spots? Nope, it just moves one spot. I'm going to try this. This is probably going to mess up everything. Holy crap, I think I fixed it. I don't see any blanks. Anybody see any blanks now? But now I got to ramble off the names again just to make sure I didn't unpaste somebody. So we have Brent Yeager, Steve Gunner, Burnt Relic, Muddy H2O, Jay Guitars, Albert OG, Casey Lee, Edward R. Nugent, Metal Guru, Goats on the Roof, Rob F., Brian Phelps, David Chesnoff, Marcel LeBlanc, Mark Spurgeon, John Dotson, David Leslie, Sam Witzel, Brian Phelps, Will Red, 13 Souls, Heil Brunken, Timothy the Tooth, Ted Talks Guitars, 3J Music, Birdman 316, Chris Jameson, Tampa Fletch, Tom F., For the Love of Guitars, Keith Melendez, Chris Nelson, Greasy Monkey, Wicked Fester, Jeremy Laura, Randall Miller, Malachi Samuel, Ryan Hall, Steve Reeser, BCG 5150, 2 Yards, Tyler Durden, Timothy Richards, Robert Cron, Guitar Bob, Nelly Yama, and Marsha T. Yep, see, I'm the new tech guru. I don't think you guys thought you were getting off this easy. Let that one go a little bit longer. You haven't seen a poll in a while, so can't not do the poll of the week. So it gives you time to scroll back up and enter the form for the guitar we're giving away, but we'll cover the polls of the week. So the first one was actually last week, was since the official Boss disaster over here of the plug out, which I still like my pedal and I'm sticking to it. We have who would you like to see do the next one of that type of thing where it's totally programmable and all that BS. And EHX won 43%. JHS came in after that, and then Keeley, and then Chase Bliss. I mean, Chase Bliss would probably be a really tough one because they have like a million knobs already. In the comments, kind of small, but Rob F says he prefers analog pedals. So he chose Keeley because he likes the digital and the reverb combined. So, but he likes his Omni and Halo pedals. Strings and Pucks went with JHS, did the Bonsai, which that might be a future purchase someday because I do like the Rat too. That was kind of cool. Will Red went with the HX, and then Ubi was looking for whoever does the Satchel pedals, the P Melter, and what's the other one? I forgot the other one now, but those are funny names on those. So, and then this kind of was like, I was interested actually in like what people do when they, because everybody's doing like the burnt out thing and all that stuff like that on other things. So I was like, what do you do to decompress from playing guitar? This one was very lively in the comment section, but it was other one. So we have some gamers here, not too many, I guess. Reading and drawing. For myself, I almost thought like I would probably pick up a book because I've always been thinking about reading, but then I used to be bored with it in school. So Jeremy was talking about watching the leaves change and the animals. So that was the kind of one thing that you don't really get down around here is you don't really get too many changing of the leaves around here. It's all either pine or palm trees. So the palm trees just wilt. Greasy Monkeys playing Grand Theft Auto. Jace Allen, Cats. Timmy is watching Real Guitarists. Laz is hanging with his sweetie, taking walks, reading, meditation, some exercises. Brian Phelps deciding on whether or not I'm going back to work. Cal B making stop motion. Will Red contemplating when it will happen. And hope the sound. My decompression lies solely in the notes. Bill 75456 listen to music. Warhorror Arts doom scrolling. Wicked Fester. Is there anything else? Well, 3D printing, I suppose. Poo Ninja. I'm working over here. I'm playing with my toys. BCG 51 throwing rods in the pretty cool Skyway Bridge he showed me. Anton's listening to music. 13 Souls, beautiful part of where he lives. The waves. Surfing. I definitely not coordinate the surfing. Johnny 3 Bar setting some pew pews down the range. Ooh, he's playing games. Tim and 2 playing games. Bill, again, doing mindful meditation. Puppy Mad Dog. Brother R. Nugent watching TV. Rob F. doing radio controlled model warship combat and German HO model railroading. Roy Gaber, he removes the compressor from the chain. Such a funny guy, that guy. Fretless is doing home recording and making videos. That was a pretty cool little peek into everybody's decompression. So Scrolling on down. No, so the cloud is completely separate from the. I believe the cloud is actually involved with their DAW plugins, or DAW, depending on who's saying it. And I believe that is where their cloud is. And I thought those were kind of crazy. The cloud has nothing to do with it. You get all the pedals. You just have to download the other 8. So there's 8 loaded on it. What you pay, that $9.99 they're talking about, is a one-time fee, and then you get the pedal. And I think Boss is going to have to figure a way to actually probably lock it, because I think, and this is, I didn't want to say it, but it's going to happen anyway if they are looking to go that route. Your Boss account for your to log into the pedal is tied to an email and a password. It's not tied to a Apple account. So I think that you could just, if I sell you the pedal, change it to your email and your password, and you would get everything that's in the pedal. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. That's the only thing that, like, I really come from a mindset is I don't ever think about selling things. So, like, I guess that's one thing that I probably should put as a disclaimer or something like that. But if anybody knows me by now, I have trouble selling stuff. So I never buy something with the intent of, like, hey, is this going to be sellable someday? So that's the one thing that's but yeah, the cloud is completely separate. So I'm going to ask, does anybody need to be manually entered into the giveaway now? Because we're way past. Is there anybody that is looking to join late? Only because I know you peeps. I haven't seen anybody come in at last minute. Anybody want to get in on this giveaway? Let me know now or forever. Are you looking to get in? Because I don't think I saw. Yep. Okay. I'll add you. Manually enter you. If you do win, you're just gonna have to email me, because the form has everybody's email, so it's easy to reach out. So. Yes, John, you're in. I remember seeing your name. I don't see anybody else speaking up. Last call. You want to get in on it? The giveaway? Hey, Dwight. What's up, brother? We're giving this away. If you, in the 2 minutes, if you want to jump in on the giveaway, let me know. I should get like a timer, but if nobody else says anything in the next 2 minutes, add you. Okay. If anybody's getting entered in now without being on the form, you're gonna have to email me if you win. And let me check the form one more time too while I'm at it. Oh, you did? I'm sorry. You had just filled out the form a little while ago, so CMBR. So Dwight, you looking to get in? I'll give you one more minute to answer if you want. I know you got some really cool stuff anyway, so this is it's a cheapo. So, but it's free, you know. My email is this one over here. Send me that email. And I'll get that out to you. But yeah, if you guys also want to submit any pictures to us, stuff like that, so. Heck, if you win it. Hey, yeah, that's a good reminder too. Head on over to Discord, and you should see that in a little bit. I'll try to figure out how to do it tonight. Set up for at least a month if I can. I mean, not at least a month. Maximum a month, but the most amount of time that I possibly can if it's not a month. So, well, we're going to share the screen. I think everybody has spoken. Add to the scene. There we go. 2 yards. Hedging his bet, thinking he's going to win again. Gotta hide that banner. Right? Oh, no, it's gone already. Cool. All right. Let's see. Going over here. Clickety spin. Back over to Evie Mux. Oh, get that stupid banner out of here. Oh! Brant Yeager! Awesome! Congratulations, man. You won yourself a Surf Green Sonic Cake. And I got your address, so. Yeah, you could just do like a whole just thing with just constantly doing mods and giveaways of giveaways. What's your channel based on? It's giveaways of giveaways. Congratulations, man. So yeah, yeah, we definitely busted this one too. Appreciate everyone popping in tonight, and just hopefully tomorrow everybody is well, and if you attend any ceremonies, it's pretty cool. But if not, just think about the day. It's a very tough day for a lot of people, but you guys are all awesome, and I will see you next week.